Hey guys, today I'm going to get started on that Ancient Pottery Challenge. The Ancient Pottery Challenge is those 10 pots of various forms from the ancient Southwest that I'm going to make this season. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll put the link to it right up here. So, blame me if you will, but I'm going to take the easiest one first this time. And that is that round mug, that round Maverick Mountain Polychrome mug. Like I said in the video, I can do this in any order I want, so I've chosen to do the easiest one first. That doesn't mean I'm going to do the second easiest second necessarily, but I'd like to get this one out of the way, get a good start, encourage me on to the more complicated ones coming up. So I think it's a little bigger than I would have liked. Almost more of a pitcher than a mug based on its size. So I think if I did this again, I would constrict the top less, so it was a little more mug-like, a little less constricted, and just a size smaller probably. But not bad. I'm pretty happy with it so far. We will see. We'll see how it comes the rest of the way. It's still got a long way to go. The walls are very thin, so we could have an accident and it might not even make it. So we'll see. But overall, I think it's pretty close. Okay, so I've got it all formed. I smoothed it with the stone. It's firmed up a little bit. The only thing left now is to decorate it. And technically, according to the rules of that Ancient Pottery Challenge, the decorating is irrelevant. So if you wanted to and you were making this jar, you could stop at this point. I'm going to go ahead and show the slipping process. But I don't do the painting because, and I'll do the polishing because the painting's going to take a while. It's going to have to dry and everything, and it may be, I may sit this on a shelf and not paint it for a couple of weeks. So I won't be showing the painting process, but I will slip and polish on this video. Here's a quick tip for you. How do you know when your pot is ready to polish? When you can run the stone across the surface and it doesn't stick to the stone. Well, I had a little bit here, but not significantly. If I put a little more pressure, I probably would. So it's right on the edge. But that's usually how I know when it's ready to polish, is when I can actually polish it without peeling up slip. Now this is just an initial polishing that kind of compacts the slip and gives us a nice smooth surface that then I can give a real polish to later on when it's drier. If I give that kind of pressure to it now, I'm going to make dents in the pot. So this is just real light. I'm not putting much pressure other than the weight of the stone on the slip at this point. Okay, that's it for the first of the Ancient Pottery Challenge videos. The round mug. the Maverick Mountain mug. What do you think? How do you think I did? Looking at it myself, it's a good two-fingered, like I said in the first video, it's a good two-fingered mug. You could drink a cup of coffee out of that. In fact, I think I might do that. If I had to do it over again, like I said earlier, I'd constrict the neck a little less. It's a little more of a jar-like form than a mug-like form. So I will try it again in the future, and I'll try to maybe keep it a little more open. But like I said, I'd drink out of that. So overall, pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's going to come out good. Now I'm going to give this another polish when it gets drier, and then I'm going to paint it with some black and white paint and fire it. So you'll probably see this again in a future video when I fire it. So keep your eyes out for that. And then of course, when I'm done with all this Ancient Pottery Challenge, I'll go back and revisit all the pots I've made. So we'll talk about it again then. If you're enjoying this channel, think about subscribing to it so you know when the next video comes out. If you enjoyed this build, give me a thumbs up so I know you liked it. If you want to learn more about coiling pottery, check out this video over here, which goes into a much greater detail on the coil building process. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.